Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP price jumped yet again today, reaching a 24-hour high of $1.62. I went to a concert tonight with my girlfriend, and I got to tell you, it was admittedly difficult to not check my phone. I probably looked at the XRP price a little bit more than I should have, but can you blame me? This type of action doesn't happen that frequently. And historically, there's really only a chance for the market to run every 4 years. So when we're in the midst of this, this is more exciting than any concert. So it is what it is here. But I want to talk to you about a few things here. I've got commentary and perspective from 7 different chart analysts. The fact that we hit the level that we did, and at least at the moment that I'm recording, have bounced back down from that level, not surprising. And you know why if you've been checking my recent videos here. There's a chance that we could consolidate. I don't pretend to know what the answer is. I'm just sharing with you what a bunch of reputable analysts have been spouting, who have been pretty spot on this market cycle. But the exciting thing is, it's just amazing. We're in the beginning of the market cycle, and like I was mentioning the other day, XRP is this high in price, and we haven't even seen alt season start. And on top of that, consider this: XRP isn't that far off from its all-time high for the previous market cycle of close to $2. And we haven't even seen Bitcoin dominance drop. We haven't seen the alt season yet. It's absolutely astonishing. So we are at this level of notable resistance, and pretty much every analyst that I follow would agree, even if they somewhat disagree on exactly to the penny what that would be. The idea holds true regardless. So I want to share with you some quick information on that, as well as some price targets from a few different chart analysts. And I'll just tell you this, like, XRP will continue to blow your mind. Like, that is clear at this point. To all the people that thought it wasn't going to happen, will you finally admit that you were wrong? To have XRP price this high before the real most intense part of the party has even started? Come on. But before going any further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Okay, so it's past midnight, so it's technically Sunday now. It is 1:51 a.m. Central Time, which is my time zone, here in the good old Midwest of the United States. I'm sorry, I said they completely... I'm losing my mind here. All the days blur together. So it was technically Friday night. We just rolled into Saturday. My apology. So Friday night, rolling into Saturday. So now it's technically Saturday, 1:51 a.m. Central Time. So now it's Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. XRP at $1.55, as I noted in the intro, reaching a 24-hour high of $1.62. You love to see it. What a jump up here, man. We're getting used to this. We're getting spoiled at this point, right? You got Bitcoin here at $98,520. All-time high, $99,754. So yet another all-time high today, but not cracking, at least not yet, to that $100,000 mark. It seems like a virtual certainty at this point that it's going to happen. And earlier this evening, I posted this at 6:21 p.m. Central Time. I took a screen grab. I was like, whoa, hey, XRP's back at $1.50. And so I shared a post, and I wrote, launch, damn it. Do what I want, bitch. And then, so 6:21 p.m., and then take a look at this. 6:50 p.m., 29 minutes later, it was at $1.60. It went from $1.50 to $1.60 in 29 minutes. Like I say, man, crypto happens fast. You either have exposure when these jumps happen, or you do not. Now, of course, if you want to make sure you have the exposure, that does mean, yeah, you're going to have to go through all the negative stuff too. The long sideways action, which can last years, all the notable dips, but the market trends to the upside. I can handle that. I don't mind it. It's really not that big a deal. It's just funny to see that. And it's a hair below that again now, but man, it moves quick. So you shouldn't be surprised that we didn't see it run further than it did. And here's why. And I want to share with you real quickly a few perspectives from a few different XRP chart analysts that I shared just the other day. They were warning, hey, this is a key level. And as soon as XRP hit that key level, wouldn't you know it, it bounced to the downside. Not a huge problem, not the end of the world here. There's just resistance here. And so here was this post on November 21st, just the other day, from the blockchain backer. He said, XRP spot price coming in for the big battle. And you can see right up here at the top, it's fib 786, and that is a price of $1.61 per XRP. He was warning even back then. I say back then. That's when XRP was at what, $1.33. He was warning, hey, that's the resistance level, $1.61. And so the fact that we saw it get up to $1.62, just to be clear, if it flashes above it, that doesn't mean that it's breached it and now, oh, okay, the resistance is out. No. It can flash above it. That doesn't mean anything. You're splitting hairs on a price level of $1.61, $1.62. What you need to see is a clear breakthrough, and we haven't seen that, at least at the time I'm recording this. Now, markets move fast, so I'm not pretending to know what the hell the price of XRP is by the time you're watching this. Maybe it's a little lower, maybe it's about the same, maybe it has already burst through. I just want to share with you what the perspectives are from reputable analysts out there and why we might be seeing what we're seeing. And this part certainly makes sense. So the blockchain backer shared that. He's not the only one, though. There was this post from chart analyst Dr. Magic. He wrote, next important number for XRP, same thing, fib 786. And that would be, of course, again, at the price per XRP of $1.61. So that just means notable resistance level. That's what he's saying. So it's something that's going to be hard to take out. Then there was this from Charting Guy. Same story here. He wrote XRP approaching the 786 fib at $1.61. And that was in the morning, mind you, Friday. And he says, over this, the next key level is the $1.95 to $2 area, which is the April 2021 local high. Over that, and there's thin air to all-time high. So there you go. He's citing the same thing. $1.61, notable resistance. Above that, though, not much resistance all the way up until close to $2, which was the high for XRP last market cycle in April of 2021. That's when it hit that. And then he says above that, there's pretty much no resistance until you hit the new all-time high. So that will be a very fun part of this journey when we inevitably get there. And so then we have an update here. This was a post from 7 p.m. Friday night from Charting Guy. He wrote, XRP has now hit the 786 fib. So that means $1.61, of course. He says this level could not break last cycle on a weekly closing basis. Once we break this on a weekly close, all-time high is almost inevitable, in my opinion, and things start getting bat S-word crazy. We could chop around here for a few weeks as it is a pretty strong resistance, or we could just keep sending, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not speculating on short-term moves, just holding and being patient. For everyone who keeps asking my targets, my new all-time high is my minimum target around $4 to $5, but my main target is $8 to $13 area with a $14 to $26 as a possibility. And so a couple of things on that. There's no way to know exactly what's going to be happening in the short term. Things are crazy here. But just want to note, if we do move sideways for a few weeks, that is not the end of the world. It doesn't mean the party's over, you don't need to pay attention. No. This is normal. This happens in bull markets. XRP is not going to go up perfectly in a straight line, even though it's just about felt like that for the last couple weeks. I know. We're getting spoiled, though. It's not going to do that forever. So I'm not saying that it can't or won't here. I'm blatantly stating I don't know, and I'm telling you it doesn't matter. Big picture, number go up, market, the crypto pie gets bigger, XRP's going along for the ride. You better believe that. And as far as what he said here for the new all-time high, he doesn't believe that we're only going to get to $4 or $5. He just acknowledges it's possible. And by the way, I do too. And I would be disappointed. I acknowledge that's possible. We could have all this excitement and then XRP only ends up around there. I would truly be disappointed. I mean, yeah, we hit a new all-time high, but it's like, because I probably won't have sold much, if any, of my XRP if that's what happens. But I don't think that that's the most probable, not at all. My conviction is much higher than that, even though I'm not willing to make a price prediction. So when he says $8 to $13, tons of analysts are calling for that, and I just think that's responsible. It's possible that could be too conservative, though. And we're going to find out together. Here is this post from chart analyst Dom. Similar perspective here, you'll see. It's just when so many of the analysts that I follow just happen to have very similar perspectives, same or similar perspectives on things, I find that they're almost always right. Whatever they think is likely to happen does end up happening. And so here Dom says XRP short-term view, $1.60 to $1.70 is very thick with sell orders on Binance, Spot, and Kraken. Nearly 40 million XRP of asks placed in the book within a 15% range. We must see strong buying eat these walls up, or else we can put in local top and consolidate. And so there's Dom saying basically the same thing in a different way. This is key resistance, and there's a lot of people that are ready to sell. So that's resistance, people wanting to take profit, and that's fine. That's normal for any asset. Doesn't mean it's anything weird or bad with what's going on with XRP here. But you got to bust through that. And if we don't break through that now, which is possible, I don't pretend to know, he's not pretending to know, charting guy's not pretending to know. They're just saying if we don't burst through this, there is a chance that we might have to consolidate, just move sideways for a while before the party continues and we see resuming moves to the upside. But it's just a game of patience. It doesn't matter. This doesn't change anything on higher time frame. It doesn't. Here's a post from chart analyst Bobby A, and you'll see similar story from him. A slightly different price level, but he clearly believes roughly the same thing here. XRP USD chart on the screen. He says $1.55 to $1.75 is the last level of significant supply for XRP. If it doesn't correct here, it will initiate a run towards its current all-time high sooner rather than later. And so there you go again. If it actually busts through that, he thinks we're that much closer to a new all-time high. And I keep seeing stuff like that too. So it's going to come. Like, XRP will continue to blow your mind. And in mine too. Like, even though I've been expecting this, a new all-time high ever since I saw what is the current all-time high from almost 7 years ago, it's still going to be completely surreal when it happens to live through it. And I just, even though I can't technically know for sure it's going to happen, like, my conviction is so high, but for so many solid reasons that I've been sharing on this channel for so long, I'm not even going to try to bother to go through them in this particular video. My conviction is through the roof. I've never been more confident holding XRP. And there are so many reasons. It is running. It's just, it's like partial validation at a minimum to say, because some people were saying it wasn't even going to do this. No, it was going to completely disappoint. And to see it run this strong before the true euphoria, of the market peak really hits, that's insane. Here's a post from chart analyst Dark Defender. And he said, and this is XRP chart, of course, XRP USD, says, it is just better than any scene I've had for 7 years, just smiling. Yeah, well, we've all been doing a lot of smiling here as XRP holders, but you can see this trend line that he drew going back 7 years. It's been a long journey. It really has. But that resistance has very clearly been eliminated, and he's got some targets up here. $1.88 per XRP coming up, ultimately $5.85, and then a much higher target, which is double digits here, $18.22 per XRP, which, again, I don't know if it's going to get hit. That is plausible. Stuff like that happens in crypto. See, if you think it can, it's just because you've been beaten down for so long. And it's taken so long, it's never going to happen. See, that's what markets do to people. It doesn't mean it can't happen. Look what we just had happen now. If you asked somebody a couple weeks ago, would XRP be this price 2 weeks ago? They'd probably say no, the typical market speculator. But here we are. And now it's just obvious, and it's just real life, and people are acclimating to that. So yeah, prices are coming much, much higher than where we're at now. That's my belief. Then there was this post from 360 Trader, chart analyst. He says, XRP already approaching last cycle's all-time high when it was handcuffed. Now it's free as a bird and will blow away both of the previous cycles. Yeah, exactly. And that's part of what I was getting at the outset of this video. It's because XRP, even last market cycle, it still moved in tandem with the market. It just didn't hit a new all-time high because of the SEC lawsuit. But now it is unshackled. It is untethered, free to run. And it is. This is already the proof. And so when he says it's going to blow away both of the previous cycles, yep. And the 2 cycles ago, that's when it hit its all-time high, almost $4. He says it's going to blow it away. Yeah, I believe that. I do believe that's what's most probable. And it's just got to wait a little bit longer. But, I mean, even if it's months from now, who the hell freaking cares? I've been waiting 7 years. I'm as patient as the day I start, and I do mean that very genuinely. I wouldn't be holding XRP to this point if I didn't have that level of patience. That is what it takes. Because again, I'll say it again, there's not magic to this. After you invest, so you can sell if you want, whenever you want, but the truth is, markets pop at random points. You don't for sure know when an individual asset's going to go. Either you have exposure when that happens, or you do not. I want the exposure. My bet hasn't changed. After that all-time high for XRP was hit, I told myself one of two things will happen. Either XRP goes to zero at some unknown point in the future, or, alternatively, XRP hits a new all-time high at some point in the future, and all the noise in between, even if it takes years, and it's taken some years, it doesn't matter in the end. And neither of those things has happened yet. One of them will happen. What do you think is going to happen first? XRP goes to zero, or eventually hits a new all-time high? My bet has been the same for almost 7 years. It's just that you only have an opportunity for that to occur once every 4 years when there's mania. We missed the last one, so this is the first opportunity we've actually had since then, now that XRP does have legal clarity. Do you think it's not gonna? Because I think that does not make a damn bit of sense. But you guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.